Welcome to the Mark Jackson Show. I'm Mark Jackson. We're on the Come and Talk to Me Network. This is my guy, the dynamic one, Blue. We have a special guest today. His free agency starts, big time money, and this guy has been in the business for a long time, making big time money. But Blue, first, let's pay some bills.
You gonna do this every time, Pops? Yo, introduce I can pay the bills after you introduce our guest. You're not showing respect to our guest by doing this. All right, man. I guess. Okay. All right. Shouts out to Underdog Fantasy. Go ahead and click the link. See, you got me messing up, Pops. Shouts out to Underdog Fantasy. Click the link in the description. Use the promo code MARK. That's M-A-R-K, and they are matching a deposit of up to $250. Go ahead and hit that, and don't forget to hit the like button, too. All right, Pops. Now back to you.
Well, he needs no introduction. He's been in the business forever. Actor and comedian extraordinaire. My guy, basketball player. People don't understand how talented he is. On top of the NBA and all business free agency, we welcome aboard the legend, the great Bill Bellamy.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
What's up, bro?
I get both my boys in the building. I'm ready. I'm turned. You kidding me? I didn't know we was about to. This is like going to a Jackson family barbecue. We good. Food good, people good, music. Y'all got black cherry soda. Y'all got Pepsi, Coke.
We got red cups.
You got red cups. Ain't nobody leaving your cookout for sure. Let's go.
You come to the cookout, you got to be able to play spades, right?
Oh my God, bro. Let me tell you, I have known you so long. I can visualize your cookout. Like I see all your cousins. I see Unc on the grill. I see you walking around. You okay? You okay? Everybody good? Yeah. I swear, man, I really love your family, man. It's a pleasure to jump on and be able to kick it with y'all, man. Real talk.
Well, love and appreciate you back, man. You know how much respect we got for you. Quick question: you're an LA guy now. Is it Clippers or Lakers for you?
I'm kind of torn a little bit. I'm definitely a Lakers, more Lakers than Clippers, but I do like PG. You know what I'm saying? And Kawhi. I just was hoping that combo was gonna work, but obviously now with all the trades and stuff, I guess Ballmer was like, man, I'm good. I'm good, fam. You know, these trades is crazy. I think the Lakers, though, I think that if they add a few pieces, they can compete, but they would have to play an amazing year. Like the last 2 years, they just barely making it in, so they don't have enough firepower, especially when you get to the second round. Like if you get in, okay, cool, but you got to figure Minnesota crazy again. And they got the discipline, and they got they got kicked in the face, so they coming back strong. Then you got OKC. You want that? Young, long, fast. Then you got Denver, but they still there. So those three teams to me are the teams to beat, and you're gonna run up against them. So 7 games and then the Mavs is gonna come back. We forgot about that.
Hold on, Bill. We got a lot of episodes left. You can't run through every team.
Oh, my bad. You start talking hoops, and my mind is like,
You turned into Wolves for a second.
Yo, I think I'm on ESPN or something. My bad.
No. Let's start off with the Clippers. What you think of this James Harden signing $70 million for Steve Ballmer paying going into this new arena? What you think, James Harden, of this contract going back to the Clippers?
I think he has no choice. You know what I mean? I feel like James Harden, as talented as he is, he has not had an opportunity to prove himself. So I think him staying, get his bag, because ain't nobody else paying you. Ain't nobody else gonna give you the bag. Stay where you celebrate it. So I think it's a good look. But that's to miss PG though. That's a big hole. So I don't know. They got to fill it with something.
You must do TV or something, because we go right into PG now. Let me ask you what you think of this new PG move of going to the Philadelphia 76ers. Is this a super team now?
I think it's a sexy look for Philly because Tyrese, he was the invisible man. He was the invisible man. So I think when you look at the Celtics, you got to look at the Celtics and then look back. So you go at the Celtics, you see what they got, you got to match up. You got to just have something. You got Jalen, Jason, you got Drew Holiday. You know, Porzingis might be back on his A game. You know, he did show up and like show out for a minute. And then he got that little, you know.
What'd he get?
Please, you have to take me out my knee. My ankle is going. It's going right now. Hey, yo. Hey, Mark, he just did a shoulder shake. It wasn't a dunk. It wasn't just a little shimmy and it went pop. Sit down.
Let me ask you, because you've been in the business a long time and being in the business a long time, you think everybody loves you when things are rolling or when you're a shot caller. Looking at the scenario like Paul George not able to get a fourth year with the Clippers, or Klay Thompson having to go get his money from the Dallas Mavericks. Talk about the loyalty and how it doesn't work all the time in the business.
Bro, listen, man. It's two sports that teach me about reality and loyalty. There's two different things. Loyalty is like, yo, man, I feel like, you know, I've been here such a long time. I put up my numbers, you know what I'm saying? You gotta love me. That's not necessarily reality. Reality is it's a business. And when you are at a position where you're not, say, top flight, or you're still top flight and marketable, that you become chess pieces for them. So like the PG trade is basically like, yo, we don't want to give him a super bag. I mean, they look at your age, so they say, okay, who got cap space? Throw him over there. Boom. Look at Klay Thompson. This is a perfect example of loyalty. Championships, put up numbers. Uh-oh, you blew out both your knees. Here comes reality. Here comes reality. Everybody looking at your knee on the layup line. I don't know if that knee bending. Is that knee bending? Is it? Then they start looking at the tape. This is the one that really killed you. Yo, my man, what you doing on defense? Is the knee gone? You know, what's up with your knee? You're like, man, I'm back. They're like, nah, not on defense. Now, here comes the reality. Yo, my man, what you want? Nah, not right now. Not with two rebuilt knees. Not with two rebuilt knees are we gonna give you a max out like that, right? That's how they play games with you, and then they say, let's talk about it later, talk about it later. Now, if you younger and you healthy, you know, if you a player like a Shy Alexander and you young, they'll, you know what I mean? When you get a little older and now you injury prone, that's where the reality and loyalty kind of like don't always balance out. That's just my opinion, guys. I'm a comedian.
Nah, it's a fair opinion. It's a fair
I mean, I'm just saying, I've been around the game a long time. I mean, it's sad, you know, sometimes where, you know, the players, you know, you can be in a great position most of your career, but the longer you play, I mean, you know, sometimes, you know, the table shifts a little bit. I say get everything you can while you can and figure out the rest later, because the reality of the matter is, bro, soon as you hurt, soon as you ain't putting up no numbers, your ass is in the G League. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm keeping it a buck.
Let me ask you another topic that we've been speaking about lately. Bronny just got drafted, so I need to know, what do you think about Bronny and LeBron James, father-son, playing together? Let me know.
All right, I'm gonna tell you what I think. I'm gonna give you the street version. Street version, dynamite. If I can help my son achieve a goal as his dad, I'm gonna do that. There's not even a question. Super dynamite move. People can say what they want. LeBron James got the leverage. That's what I'm talking about right now. That's the reality. He got the leverage. Use it while you got it. Cool. The other problem is there's a couple dudes that's, you know, a little better than you, bro. You know what I mean? A little better. They ain't got no daddy. See, you lucky you got a daddy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? A lot of dudes that didn't get drafted, a couple cats, you know what I'm saying, ain't had a leverage. You know what I mean? Maybe there's a couple dudes, bro, 49, 46. You know, dude went 55. He was looking at 56 and 7, right? So that tells you how competitive this thing is, right? That goes to tell you, like, let's just keep it 100. That's how so if you telling me you're 55, that's 54 dudes that's on that whatever that they look at as better than you. Can we keep it 1,000? Okay, cool. As much as you are a development player, which I feel, looking at Bronny, I would have thought it would have been smart to go one more year, get a full season in, he get a new coach, blah, 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 and show out. But, you know, his dad is on a timetable. You know, he probably like, yo, man, I don't want to play 2-3 more years, wait for my son. I want my son to come when I can do it. So now that part I think is a win.
That's not Newark, though. Newark says they totally understand that the guy had all the power, all the authority, and pulled the trigger. And his son played at USC, was a McDonald's All-American, has potential, is now on the Los Angeles Lakers. Newark would understand that.
Well, we get it. I mean, I'm a Brick City cat. Let's keep it 100. I said it earlier, leverage is everything. When you got the power, don't wait till when you got the gun, use it. Don't wait till you drop it and be like, it's too late. It's too late. So, and LeBron, to me, you know, is masterful. He's one of the few athletes that I've seen in my lifetime leverage his career perfectly. To me, you know, he's first dude to do his contracts independent 1 year, in and out, in and out, in and out. First dude to say, yo, I don't want to play for y'all. I'm taking my talent here. Come back, get a championship for his city, you know? So I feel like LeBron, if there's any player right now that has the ability, it should be him. You know what I mean? He's been standing on business for 20 years. I mean, come on. I mean, it's fair enough. I mean, what more can we do? And hopefully they let him in the game. I mean, you know what I mean? I don't know how JJ ready to go coach him, honest. Hey, Mark, act like you running the play. I'm gonna tell you what LeBron gonna do. Say anything. Go ahead.
All right, we're gonna.
No, we good, Coach. We don't need all that. We don't need that. Keep your pad. We good. Hey, I already know what we gonna do.
Hold up. Here's where you back cut.
Coach, look, I ain't even gonna go back there. I'm not even gonna go back there. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flare out and just give me the ball, and everybody look. You know, after a while, JJ gonna be tired, man. Can I do one thing? What did you say to LeBron he don't know already? Be honest. Come on, man. That's hard.
But
that's hard.
I'm sure you watched in the past Laker games where LeBron grabbed the clipboard or designed different things or said, no, we're going to do it this way. That's a tough position to put a head coach in.
Yeah, because, I mean, you got the GOAT, you know, or one of the GOATs, right? He is been a bona fide superstar since the 7th grade. He has been at the top. Every year, LeBron is doing something better, adding this to his bag. So when you want to coach him, I think most of it is suggestion. Because he really does know the game, bro. He got a high IQ, and he's unselfish, even though he's ball dominant, but he still get a ball to you. You just gotta hit it. You know what I mean? He moves the ball around to the right spot. So now what more can you tell him that he don't understand? Unless there's a new mindset for the team, if they're doing some like Golden State-ish, San Antonio Spurs team ball. AD ain't got to get 30, Bron ain't got to get 50. And if they're moving the ball and that's the new mindset, then maybe that's what you do, because it has to be some type of, you know, sort of like buy-in to me for the Lakers to get better. There has to be. You can't expect AD to give you 35 and 15 every night. It's just too much work for him, right? But if they moving the ball and everybody winning, you know, Catch is running back on D now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Lakers would be about mindset. I mean, they have the talent, you know, and they just got to add some pieces. And you know, if I was coaching them, I would like LeBron off ball.
I totally disagree. I can't just let you throw that out there. Stop. You would not want LeBron off ball when he's one of the greatest guards.
I know, but I want him. I want LeBron roaming. I would have liked to see. Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I would like to see him at the 2 and the 3 sometime, just because the mismatches would be so crazy. But see, when LeBron's bringing up the ball, a lot of times they slow down.
But hold on now. We played ball with you. The older Bill Bellamy, not the young one. If I told you to cut, you're not doing all that cutting. LeBron, 21, 22 years in. You're not doing all that cutting and moving. Give me the ball and let me dictate what's taking place.
That's why you can't coach him, because he's gonna do that. He's gonna be, man, I only got 2 knees left, brother. but like the thing that he would be, well, first of all, he's a point forward, but just think about this. He's the most unguardable 3 ever. There's nobody at the 3 that can stop him. Just think about it. If he's the wing, he's stronger than you. He could bully you. His jumper wet. He could do everything. Now you got D'Lo running that point, pushing that thing. LeBron is, there you go. But now go back in your mind, watch him play. LeBron get tired, he slow that thing up.
I gotta give Kevin Durant a shout out though, because we can't just give LeBron blatantly the best scoring offensive 3 of all time. We got to shout out.
No, I don't look
Durant
at
in his prime?
do you think KD is a 3 or a stretch 4?
I think he's a 3. You don't think he's 3? You think he's a 4?
He's 7. I think he's a stretch 4 because he's so long, so big, like, you know what I mean? But they so talented. Obviously, you're right. They can't play the 3. But when I think about 3s, big guys that can shoot, like, nobody can guard LeBron at the 3. I mean, nobody can guard him anyway, but I'm saying, like, the mismatches he would come up with every night, to me, would be in his favor, I think. I might be wrong, Coach.
Let me ask you a question.
You don't got no comment? Pops,
come on, what you thinking, Coach?
No. I agree with both of y'all. Let me ask you a question, though. From the mind of a great comedian, you're doing this show, are you watching a game, or you watching TV, or are you at a restaurant? Are you always analyzing and thinking material?
Oh, yeah. Well, things happen to you in real life, in real time. And it's so funny because people are funny just naturally, right? Just like when we joking around, or we on the court, or doing maybe we out having drinks or whatever. And you say something. I'm the dude to be like, I got to put that in my phone. I got to put that in my phone because that's crazy. Because some of the stuff that happens in a little moment like that be so funny because it's in the moment. And so what I'll do is I'll just put it in my phone so I don't forget it. So I'm always aware. Yeah, that's true.
It's funny you mentioned that because we was at the basketball game in the lobby area and we were chopping it up with you and your kids. And about 5 times you was like, I got to put that in the phone. I'm like, What is this dude doing? What are you doing?
Bill, don't let him take credit. Don't let him take credit.
Listen,
He's low key trying to take credit for some of your work. Don't let him do it.
On the low.
Don't let him suddenly do this.
Listen, man. Your dad and I have been friends so long. Man, I watched you grow up, so it's like ridiculous. I feel like I'm 800 years old. But this, like, from our New York days till now, man, it's just like I feel like I've always been a part of your family. So I feel like I'm a Jackson.
And
you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm Uncle Jackson.
You've had a historic run. But truth be told,
yes.
You didn't want to. Your eyes wasn't on being an actor or being a comedian. That wasn't the avenue that you was looking to take.
No, I wasn't. Honestly, I was at Rutgers University at the time, and I was an economics major, marketing major. I was more or less in the finance mindset. I stumbled on comedy just messing around, like, you know, in the cafeteria with the fellas kicking it. Everybody used to always be like, yo, Bill, you wild, you crazy, yo, dog, why you say that? Like, I was always that dude, yo, did he just say that? You know, like, so I was like, dang, I might be able to be a comedian. That would be funny if I could be a comedian. And so we used to have coffee houses. You remember at college, you had a little coffee houses, little talent shows and stuff. So what I did was I started hosting them. So now when you a host, you ain't got to act like you a comedian and you ain't got that pressure and you could just ad-lib, and I'm pretty fast on my feet. So when I started hosting like coffee houses and jazz shows, R&B shows or whatever, I got good at it. So, and that's when I started saying, okay, I think I want to do it. And I kept trying, and then I'll get a little show here, get $5, $15, you know, $22. You know, when you first start, they be like, yo, you just get French fries and a soda. They don't pay you no money when you first start.
Now I did a little bit of research before we hopped on today, because you know I like to just know some things. You interview Michael Jackson?
Yeah, man. You ain't know
you
did
gotta
that.
talk
Come
about
on,
that.
man. I'm a boss. I'm legendary. Don't let this little green shirt fool you. I'm legendary. So, yeah, that was super cool because you know, Michael Jackson did an interview with a bunch of people. Actually, he was kind of like private or whatever. And so at the time, I'm on MTV, and he had to have his album was History, and so the History album came out. He won a bunch of awards with that. That's when Scream came out with him and Janet being together for the first time. You was probably 5, but whatever. You know,
I went back and listened.
I'm dating myself, Mark, right? So, you know, I'm a youngin' at the time, and he requested that, you know, I be the guy on MTV because at that moment, you know, I was the only African-American host that was getting the upper level interviews, you know, like the Mariahs, the Whitney, the Kurt Cobains. I was getting those kind of interviews.
Did this dude just flex heavyweight interviews?
He did. He threw Kurt Cobain in there.
I mean, you know what I mean? I just try to keep it 1,000. You know, I was just honestly, it literally was right place at the right time. You know, all jokes aside, you know, I was just out there trying to represent the Black hip hop culture. I just knew how important it was for me to get that opportunity. And MTV was sort of opening up their doors to our music, you know, because at first they was just only playing rock music and a little bit of hip hop, you know what I'm saying? So when I came on MTV, the doors just busted open. We started getting more R&B. We was getting West Coast rap, East Coast rap. You got guys like LL Cool J, Ice Cube, Snoop, Tupac coming through. So Mike had to come through MTV to blow up. Just think that was your doorway to white America, basically.
There got to be a little kid on the inside of you, nervous and shocked that I'm sitting across interviewing Michael Jackson or the legends that you sat and talked to.
Bro, man, it was surreal. Cause you gotta understand, Mark. I'm coming out of Newark, New Jersey. I ain't nobody famous but Shaq, right? So it ain't nobody like, oh, there go Diana Ross going down the street. There go, you know. So nah. So when you see Michael Jackson, somebody you watch your whole childhood, and he's standing right there, like I used to watch the cartoon and shit. You know, I was like, dang, like that's the man, that's the Jackson 5, Mike. Oh snap. And he knew me, you know, he's like, Bill, I love what you're doing, man. You really representing us, man. I love it, man. Keep winning. You make me laugh, you know. And so I think me being really funny was one of the things that was a superpower for me because people felt comfortable, you know. So nobody really came to interview with me and they was all tight, like, yes, no, no, yes. They was all like, yo, let's kick it with Bill. That's why I was getting such good interviews. I'm bringing out their personality, you know. Like with Tupac, you know, he was laughing, kicking it, and you know, Dr. Dre and all those guys that I would make the thug laugh. They be on there like, man, you wild, man, you crazy.
You actually brought up something that I actually looked up also. And Tupac wrote you a letter?
Yeah, it was really interesting.
About this.
Yo, it's so crazy. So when I was on MTV, I used to get every week a box, like a medium-sized box of fan mail. Literally. I would go through, read some, and they'd be like, give me a shout out. I'm your biggest fan. Sign my picture, stuff like that. So I got a priority letter sitting on top of the box. I was like, yo, Rikers Island, what the fuck? I don't know nobody who know Rikers Island. Sure enough, it was Tupac. So Tupac wrote me a letter, and he was like, yo, B, man, I sure appreciate you, man, always showing love. Because he used to come to my shows and stuff. So he wrote me a letter. I'm gonna go to my mom's house and I'm gonna go get it. You just made me think about it. It's in a box at my mom's house.
Go get that.
Because now that's probably crazy, right? And in his handwriting. So he was like, dog, I'm really locked down right now. Hopefully I'll get out soon. But can you do me a favor, man? Just, I'm trying to get all my people to, help me sell this album. So I was like, what's up? In the letter, he was like, yo, I got my director. The director was Dave Nelson. He was like, I reached out to Tretch. He's gonna do it. I got Jada on point. He had all the people. So I was like, say less. I'm gonna do it. So he left the numbers that I need to contact his manager and stuff at the time, and then I did the video. It happened. It all happened in the video. Just in case people want to see, it's called Temptations. And I was in one of the rooms with Jasmine Guy, of all people. In the bed. I was a beast in them streets, youngin.
Nah, I know.
I talk so much trash.
You got a great story, though. I have a story
man.
that's similar to yours. I got a story similar to yours. I was in college driving a 1976 Red Nova, and I would park around the corner so nobody would see me. And then ultimately one day, everybody saw me in the car and made fun of me. Tell me your story if you recall.
Oh, my car. So you had a busted car too.
You ain't got to snap on my car, man.
Come on, B. I already know you when you hide your car, it's busted, B. I had the worst car in college history, bro. Like literally, bro. Like to this day, I'm embarrassed to tell y'all, but y'all my people. I can share my pain.
Yeah, feel free.
My dad bought me a used car for $250. Ain't nothing $250 can do for your life. So my dad calls me. He calls me at my school back then. Remember we had the payphone in the hallway?
Absolutely.
He was like, yeah, you had to, your pops want you. He was like, yo, Bill, come home. I got you, son. I said, what? He said, I got you a car. I found something for you. He said, man, listen, it's beautiful. It's in good condition. I checked out, burning no oil, no this and that. I didn't know he paid $250 yet. I'm thinking I'm getting a brand new car. I'm telling everybody. I said, yo, I'm about to go back to Jersey, going down to Newark. My dad got me a whip. When I come back, we all going to White Castle. I told everybody. I get to the lady house, right? This is a true story. I get to the lady house, and there's a brand new Cutlass Supreme out there. Blue, baby blue, with the light blue interior, with the little half roof. I said, Daddy, you did your thing, fam. He said, that ain't your car. That ain't it. That ain't it. Your car is right there by the tree.
What was the car?
It was a 1968 Ford Falcon wagon. The old lady bought the new car and was selling the old car to me.
You didn't have a wagon.
So, Mark, I start crying. My dad said, why are you crying? I said, Dad, you killing me, fam. I said, I cannot drive that at my school. I said, Dad, I don't have no family. I can't drive a station wagon at school. I said, it's not even new. It's old. It's crazy. He said, son, it's a car. I got it for you. I could tell I hurt him a little bit. So I get in the car. It's the one where you do this. See, Blue don't know nothing about this. He got the push button start. No, I was like, I had that joint. So I drive it back to school crying, bro. Because I know immediately when all my friends see me, because I told them I'm leaving, I'm coming right back. I come back with the whip, right? I just leave it in the parking lot. They like, yo, B, man, how you get back? I said, yeah, I had a car, man. They're like, no, B, let's see what your father got you, fam. 10 dudes run out the dorm to the parking lot. And they doing, you know how your car, you hit your car? They was walking towards it like hot potato. They was like, where is it? And I never forget my boy Big E said, please don't tell me it's this station wagon, B. I was like, yo, man, it's clean, though. It's clean, It's got gas in it, They tore my ass up, man. My friends made fun of me that whole year, but they was in it, though.
Right.
How it go?
They was in it. I couldn't pull no chicks with that car at all. I missed the whole year of playerhood.
Oh man, let me ask you. I know. I just not to dampen the mood, but I know that this is one of your close friends. Shout out to SINBAD, who's getting healthier. Maybe you could speak a little bit about just y'all relationship, his impact on your life, and share some stories about him.
Tremendous. So let me tell you how I connected with SINBAD. In New York, I'm doing Showtime at the Apollo, and he is the host at that time. And I'm brand new, bro. I'm brand new. And I was seeing him on different shows and stuff. I never thought I would meet SINBAD, bro. So I'm like, oh man, I'm like, yo, that's SINBAD. And he used to wear the overalls, whatever. He had the red hair. So I was like, dang, he don't curse. He real funny. I was like, man, if I ever meet SINBAD, I'm in the game. Sure enough, I did Showtime at the Apollo. He was the host, and he was like, yo, man, I've been hearing good stuff about you, man. Back then we ain't had no Instagram, so cats were hearing that you was funny. He was like, dog, I hear that you've been doing real good work. I was like, yeah, man, I'm just trying to get on this show. He was like, oh, just jump out first. He was like, start with your strongest joke here, because they'll boo you, right? So he took to liking me and, always looked out for me. And then next thing you know, we end up doing shows together, because he was doing he used to do this music festival thing in the Caribbean or whatever. I forgot what the name of it was. But anyway, I got to do that with him and his brother. So now we bonded. Now I'm in the game a little bit. And so whenever we would do shows together, man, I always be like, yo, man, you always looked out for me. I always looked at him as a big brother. And then when and then we end up working out at the gym together and stuff. And I remember when he was getting his knee replacement, because I think SINBAD used to play basketball back in the day. And he had a bad knee. So he was like, yo, B, man, I got to go get a new knee. This is when they was first doing knees, too. When knees first came.
This was early?
This is early when you don't want that first knee. That's like when you get that first ACL surgery, you got that Frankenstein scar. They don't even do that no more. Right? So SINBAD got that first knee, man. He came back. He was in the gym and he was moving, but he wasn't moving that good. He was just so big. I gotta put some oil in his knee, man. His knee's a little weird. Then I seen him again. He said he had to get the other one. I said, what? Oh, snap. Because, when you're a comedian, you want to be on the stage. And he was very, very much mobile guy, moving around, whatever. So I was like, all right, dog, well, good luck with that. So he got both the knees done. And then not that far after that, he had a stroke. It was just real weird. And so I was like, oh, my God, is he going to bounce back? And that's a hard thing to bounce back from. Because I don't know all the particulars, but a lot of times when you get surgery and you fly, it can cause blood clots. People don't tell you that. So when if you ever have a major surgery, don't fly. Do not fly. Take your medicine, maybe aspirin, keep your blood thin or whatever. But you know,
Okay, Dr. Bill.
Yeah, I'm just telling you, bro. I got a lot of sick people in my
Dr. Bellamy came out for a second. All right.
Yo, B, I be trying to keep cats alive, but he's legendary, brother. Much respect and love for Sinbad, man, and what he's imprint on the culture. Cats know Sinbad is respected on every level.
Talk to me about somebody else that's respected on every level. A cousin of yours that you subtly threw in, Shaquille O'Neal. He's a real cousin?
Yes, sir. Second cousins, man. Me and Shaq, we've done a lot of cool stuff together, man. It's so interesting growing up, not knowing if anybody's gonna be famous. You know, I mean, we pretty much knew that Shaq was probably gonna make it to the league, or at least get close, because he was so big, and then he just did a whoosh, and everybody's like, "Oh, he gone. Oh, he gone." What nobody think about my black? It was like, yo, it's like Bill gonna be an electrician, you know. But I'll never forget though, you know, when he went to LSU, and I was just like, yo, this is crazy, man. How this dude is just dominating. I was just like, damn, man, he was so fast to be so big. If you go back and watch it, it was unbelievable. He was fast, big, and stronger than everybody. And so, cut to, he's at LSU. I'm on MTV. I'm coming up in New York. You know, I'm doing the tri-state stuff. I was coming to your games at that time. You know what I'm saying? I was watching you play. You know what I mean? And still coming up in the game. And so when he got drafted, I was like, oh, because I mean, that's somebody you know personally get drafted. That's a big deal, man.
Yeah, it is.
So next thing I know, he get, you know, drafted to the Magic. You know, I'm on Def Jam, I'm on TV. Like it was crazy. It's just the way it happened was so magical, actually, you know. And this is a true story too. It was real funny because I'm thinking I'm more famous than him. So I'm like, dog, real talk, bro. I'm out here, bro. I mean, you just, you know, I'm like white people know me, fam. White people know me everywhere, right? My hand to God, we go to Walt Disney World together, bro. This is where he first came to Orlando. It was like walking around with a Disney character because the kids love Shaq. People could see him from miles away. Everybody, we couldn't get on no rides. I never forget, we ran into Mariah Carey. Nobody even knew who she was. They was like, bye, go get on the roller coaster. I said, Shaq, you that famous? He was like, dog, it's crazy. We got me, Jerome. We had about three of our family. Then we had like 7 to 8 real security cats. Man, it was nuts just to move, just to get a hot dog, just to get a hamburger. I was like, dog, this is way too famous, bro. It was crazy.
Nah, that's crazy. Now I know you were on set. I'm telling you, I did my research for this. I'm ready. Okay. I know you was on set for a legendary fight between LL Cool J and Jamie Foxx. I want to know the inside scoop. Give me something that we ain't heard, Jack. Come on.
Oh man, that fight was awesome. It was so mythical because back then we didn't have social media, so everybody heard about it. There was whispers all over. Yo, was that real? Yo. If you watch the movie Any Given Sunday again, a piece of the beginning of the fight is in the movie. Let me tell you how funny it is. So, you know, we on the set and we call it joning, we talking about each other, we snapping, whatever. You know how sometimes you could tell certain people can't snap?
Yeah.
And even, you know, when you playing ball, man, you trash, you know, you talking, man, you can't guard me, you know, blah, 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 blah. There's always some dude that can't really take it, man. What up, man? You know. I still got drafted though, you know, they be in their feelings. So I told Jamie, I was like, yo, man, I don't think Ty could wear this, but you gotta, you know, because he was killing them with the jokes, you know. He a rapper, he ain't a comedian. So I told him, I was like, yo, man, you might want to ease up with LL, because L is really not feeling these jokes and everybody laughing at him. And he on swole. I mean, he is on swole. And me and Jamie, we like skinny. Jamie, I don't think this gonna work out for you. Keep messing with that, keep poking that bear, right? Sure enough, we shooting the scene and it just came out in the scene. He ear holed him. You know what ear hold is? You just hit the side of the helmet right here. Man, he ear holed Jamie 2-3 times with that. And he kept saying, no, I'm just in the scene, man.
He had the straight face.
I'm like, dog, yo, man, my man keep ear holding you, bro. That's crazy. That ain't in the scene, bro. That's on purpose, fam.
that ain't in the scene.
No, it ain't in the scene, bro. All this here, that's intentional. So enough, it turned into it got crazy, and then you know, poor Jamie, you know, he woke up in another movie. That's how hard he got hit.
He woke up in rain.
He woke up in rain. He ain't mess with. I know he ain't mess with LL no more. I guarantee you ain't mess with him no more. Let that go, bro.
Wow. An interesting story for me. I don't know if it's true. Well, I researched it. Your mom gave birth to you at 16 years old?
Yeah, man. She was in them streets. I don't know what's going
on. Your mom taking straight bullets, man.
I didn't realize until I got older. I did the math. I was like, 16? You in the 10th grade? What was you thinking? No wonder you was angry for 4 years straight. I was like, yo, you young. My mom was young as hell, bro. I'm like, come on, man. You and daddy bugging. Y'all bugging. My dad. And then the funny thing I said to my dad, because I was doing the math, like my dad was like a senior leaving high school. My mom was in the 10th grade, so she was kind of lightweight jailbait. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, yo, I said, Pop, what was you doing, fam? He was like, Man, you know, I don't, you know, when you get them old heads twisted, they just start rambling. Hey, well, you know, hey, man, I love your mama now. But you got to think, back in the day, cats was getting married at 15.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, that old Southern stuff. You know how that stuff went.
Yeah. So let me ask you now, just to switch tempo, growing up in Newark, I know it's an environment where you can be pulled away from your dreams, or sometimes there's drug dealers around, or there's a lot of negativity that can pull you away. How did you make it out of that environment? What was your motivation, or how were you able to get to where you are today?
You know what was interesting, man? My parents, I didn't want to disappoint my parents, but the other thing was watching kids that I grew up just disappear for 2-3 summers. Like, bro, every summer it was a dude missing. For certain cats was getting 5s and 10s. You understand? Back then, if you was selling weed, you would get 10 years. Like, it was some crazy numbers they was throwing out. They was throwing out dimes. They was throwing out 15s and 20s, and I'm not talking weight. I'm talking years.
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, especially like seeing cats, because I grew up around like a lot of hustlers. You know, them dudes was winning for like 3 summers and then they be gone.
There was Brandon Royce.
Think about this. They be 4 summers up. You know, in New York back in the day, you know that cat was winning for 4 summers straight. And then he gone for 10. And everybody like, yo, you heard what happened? They scooped him up, blah, blah, blah. He got caught up. He got shot up, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, yo, I'm not, I can't be winning for 10 and then do 20. Nah. That's why I've never, I ain't like the brakes on that situation.
Yeah.
So I was like, I got to find another hustle because that definitely ain't me. I'm definitely not trying to hustle and then have to go to jail and be my life is over some silliness. So that was one of the biggest deterrents for me. And then, and then just being funny, I guess, being around the same energy. But when you was funny, it was funny how it's almost a superpower, right? So imagine you around some street cats. People don't realize they like to laugh, bro. Them dudes be like, yo, B, man, come through, man, make us laugh. Yo, do that thing you did last week about, Ty. Do Ty for us. Like I was doing characters and stuff. And I had literally protection from being funny. It's weird. It's just weird. It's weird.
Yeah.
Tough question. Who are your top 5 comedians all time?
Good question.
All right, top 5. Richard Pryor.
Excluding yourself too.
No, I'm not top 5 yet. I will be.
There we go.
I'm on the way. I'm on the way. Okay, so Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, George Carlin, Bill Cosby. I'm going to throw one more. I'm going to throw a legend in there. I'm going to throw a Red Fox.
It's a great list.
Yeah. Everybody in that list did like phenomenal with, their opportunity. They killed it like to a level that's like, wow.
Now, did your teenage mom let you listen to those guys?
No, man, my mom, I used to sneak and listen to Richard Pryor, man. And I could never understand how Richard Pryor could be so funny. Like I remember, we would listen to the records back then. It was records, and we could go in the basement, in Jersey, we used to have basements. So
right.
You'd go in the basement and, the kids would be in the basement and uncles and the parents upstairs playing cards, having a little party, and all your cousins in the basement. That's how we used to do it. And so we would sneak and play it low, and he would be cursing and talking about, the monkey and the this and that. I used to be like, yo, I remember him saying he was talking about Dracula, and I was like, dang, how he make Dracula so funny. And I didn't know he had that kind of influence on me at the time, but I was kind of absorbing it, I think I was just absorbing his gift, and then it just bleeded into me, and I wanted to be like that. I think that's what happened. And then I saw Eddie Murphy doing it too.
Now I know you released a book last year called Top Billing. Can you maybe share one of your, I don't want to say your favorite stories. I don't want to give away your pull, but give me something from it.
I think one of my favorite parts of the book is me making the choice on my dream. And the reason I picked that moment because it was pivotal. Like I wouldn't even be on this podcast if I didn't make that choice, because I had come right to the fork in the road. And this is about faith and believing in yourself. So I was on track to go get my master's degree. I was going to go to business school. This company was going to pay for everything. So I had this perfect corporate sort of blueprint to, I'd be the first black this, first black that, boom, 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 boom. Right, cool. And then on this road, I had comedy, unlimited potential. This was the thing that made me most happy. Oh my God, like if I could go over here, maybe I'll be on a TV show, maybe I'll be in a movie. And so I had to weigh both. And I said, I'm gonna choose my dream, because my dream, I work for me. And ain't no ceilings on how hard I could work and how hard I could hustle. And so I just went for my dream, and I didn't even know where it could take me. I just believed in it. And I think that's one of the best parts of the book because it shows you like sometime in life you got to step out on faith.
That's
Never know where it's gonna take you.
That's the truth. You preaching now.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
First, faith is everything. Sometimes faith is more powerful than what you know.
Yeah.
That's
right.
a word.
That's right.
Talk to me about with athletes and the importance of home court advantage in a sense of you've been married, OG of the marriage game, a daughter in college, a son playing college basketball. How proud are you of the fact, separate of what you've been able to accomplish in your particular field, how you're conquering the world of being a family?
You know, it's really about balance, man. You know what it is. I mean, we both have raised our families. You know what I'm saying? It's like being a father is my first job, right? First job. Being a husband, all that stuff. It's like a big job because it's like you're a coach. You know, it's literally like being a head coach because you got to manage the game. You got to know who's good at what. You got to call a timeout. We got to regroup. You know, we got to call a different defense on this situation. So when and me and my wife had this conversation recently, it was just like, dang, you know, a lot of people broke up that came up with us. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of families, you know, dad is over here, mom's over there, whatever, you know, the kids are this way and that way. And I was just like, yo, man, we don't even have a lot of families, you know, that really are still together, especially in the entertainment game. It's just really hard to, you know, I guess, manage your family or whatever. Even being an athlete, it's just really difficult. You travel all the time. You got to make time for your family. You bring your family on the road with you. You get traded. You got to switch schools. And there's so many different ways that you got to keep your family together. I always said that I don't want to lose my family to the game. So when I made that decision in my mind, that made me, one, have to be accountable with my time. Two, I always had to make my family a priority. Even though I was hustling, doing movies and stuff, I'd be like, all right, if I do this movie, then I'm gonna be off 2-3 months. Then I'm gonna be boom. You know, if I'm going on the road on the tour, I'm gonna rock out for like 14 weeks. Then I'm gonna chill. You know what I mean? So I was always bouncing back and forth. So now when I look at my son from where I was coaching him when he was 7, 8 years old to now he's 6'6" and he got a full ride. I'm like, what? You know what I mean? Like, I didn't even know that was going to happen. My daughter's Ivy League, she just smart as hell, just went and got herself up there. And I'm like, wow, that's cool. So we must have did something right. You know what I'm saying? We was, you know, trying to be positive in their lives and, you know, not too, you know, I always call it like, you can't let these white kids make your kids white. You know what I'm saying? They be like, Timmy's mom lets him stay out for weeks. You ain't Timmy.
Do any of them call you Bill?
Negative. No. I'm dad. I'm pop, dad. Boom. You know what I'm saying?
No, your kids' friends. Your kids' friends.
Oh, Mr. Bellamy.
Oh, okay. Making sure.
Yeah, they do. They call me Mr. Bellamy.
Now, one thing I heard also, you would go to your daughter's college and scare her boyfriends.
I had to grab a little boyfriend up, man. I said, yo, man, let me holler at you real quick. I said, I'm gonna tell you right now, I know I seem like a nice guy, but I'm a connected cat, B. I don't know if you ever seen a bunch of ski mask cats come up on this campus and come get you. I'm just saying, keep it 100, keep it respectful. If my daughter ever called me, I promise you, you're gonna disappear, fam. They be like, Mr. Bellamy, I don't think anything's gonna happen. Anything's gonna go wrong. Hey Mark, you gotta let the bricks come out sometime. You feel me?
Yes, you do.
You gotta let them know it's real, man. Everybody think that just because you silly, and you play, you play around a lot, that you're not serious sometimes. Sometimes you got to hit the switch.
Last
Even
one.
with my kids, I have to hit the switch with my kids. Like, yo, I'm a real black daddy. I'm for real. I'm for real. I'm holding you accountable. I put a lot of money in you. Let's get it. We're not playing the games with this.
Give me that scared look one more time. You ain't got the lip twitching.
That's the crazy Sam Jackson face.
Last question
stupid,
for
man.
me.
Don't listen to me. Go ahead, man.
Last question for me. Michael Jordan, LeBron James. You got the number one pick. Who you taking?
I'm going with Mike. Gotta go with Mike. Mike is Mike. What I would settle this for people, so they always try to smash decades and eras together. You can't. They to me they're defined differently. Mike is the GOAT of his era. Period. Hands down. He's overall the GOAT of the game. What makes LeBron the GOAT? He's the GOAT of his era. Just think about it. For 20 years, who's been with more finals and the numbers and the boom and the bam? So people not going to give LeBron his flowers till he stop playing. Yeah. Think about it. Because now you're going to have to sit down and analyze what you have seen for 20 years. This boy came out of high school and he answered everything. They said, be a witness. We was a witness. Right? He won championships. His numbers are staggering. Right? Yeah. But then Mike, go back to Mike's era. You played with him. It was like everybody else was regular basketball players and he was a superhero. I'll never forget. I was at the Knicks game. I forgot where I was sitting. I was literally, remember when Mike hit he hit Pat with the quick left shoulder and spun back baseline?
Yep.
Boom, bro. He was coming towards me. It looked like he went click, click, click. I said, oh, bro, it was the freakiest, bro. It was the freakiest athletic thing. I said, damn. He just kept climbing. Boom! And then just ran up the baseline. I said, yo, Mike is on another level. Everybody looking around, what? I thought you had. You know, am I lying? Am I lying?
You telling the truth.
It was a playoff, wasn't it?
It was John Starks, Charles Oakley, and Patrick Ewing. He fake spun and then turned baseline.
But the baseline spin, Patrick Ewing was looking at the popcorn. He was shocked.
He didn't know where he went.
He didn't know where he went. Mike went that way. He was like, Pat gonna be mad at me when he see this interview. Oh my God.
All right, Pops, let's shout out Underdog Fantasy and go ahead and click the link in the description. Use the promo code MARK. They're matching the deposit for up to $250. We appreciate y'all, man.
Absolutely, man. Thank y'all for so much, man. Hey, anytime you need me, call me, man. I got to get you on top billing too.
Look forward to it, and you got to come in the studio and just sit down with us and chop it up. Thanks so much. You're great.
Hey, man, I love you guys, man. Have a beautiful summer, and I'll see you soon.
Love you back, bro. Appreciate you. That's a wrap for this episode of the Mark Jackson Show. I'm Mark Jackson. That's the dynamic one, Blue, and that's the great Bill Bellamy. Thank you so much for watching. Remember,
watch the face.
Quick story. Remember, I got a friend that goes to Vegas every single weekend. Every single weekend goes to Vegas all the time. Loves to gamble. Plays, flies. He flies for free. Gets off the plane. There's a car waiting for him for free. The car takes him to an airport, a hotel, 5-star hotel. You guessed it, for free. He then goes to any play, any show he wants to for free. He then eats at any restaurant in Vegas for free. And then he comes home broke. I'm going to tell you what I tell him. Everything that's free costs something. Understand, you got to pay the price. Wisdom. Blessings.
Oh, All right. Wait till I learn me some stuff like that.
Look forward to coming on your show, man.
Let's go. I'll
That was
holler
awesome.
back.
Appreciate you.
All day.
I love you, bro.
Peace.